Yo guys, what is up? It's Market Monkey here, and today we are talking about our top 5 growth stock picks for 2020, 2021, and into the future. I mean, I'm personally invested in pretty much all of these companies, bar one. And like, guys, honestly, these are great picks. I mean, like always, let's just kick it right to the video. Our first pick is a little bit unconventional, and it might get you thinking Costco. I mean, Sam, just take it away.
Costco is a great growth pick. It seems like it's been growing a ton recently. That's because it has, but it is making infields all over the world. It's not only growing in the United States, but it's in China. Chinese people love Costco. They line up for hours just to get into the store. I mean, it is all over the place. It's in, isn't even in New Zealand now.
It's coming soon, yeah.
Yeah,
2022.
it's coming to New Zealand. It's in Australia. It is one of the fastest growing wholesale stores, if not the fastest growing wholesale store. It's going to surpass Walmart, Target, all of them probably combined. Because brick and mortar stores are dying, but that doesn't impact Costco. People are just going to Costco more and more and more as companies like Amazon grow. People aren't even necessarily sure why, but it's just growing and growing and growing. It's going to keep growing. There's no stop in sight. This is a $500 billion company, easy.
I mean, you heard it here. I mean, if we just bring it into our next stock pick, this is a stock pick close to my heart. It's one of the first investments I ever made. It's one of Sam's first investments he ever made. I mean, guys, great stock pick. AMD. I mean, they currently have a market cap, which means how much the company's worth, of $111 billion. And I mean, that might sound like a lot, but I'm sure as Sam will tell you here in a second, it's not. So let's hear it, Sam.
Yeah, I remember when I first bought AMD, I thought AMD was the future. I think I bought it at 1,000 shares at like $3 a share or something like that. And it dipped all the way down to $2. And I was crushed because I lost 50%, but I doubled down. I bought more, and it's been the best investment of my life. AMD is the absolute future. They are crushing Intel in the CPU game. They're competitive with NVIDIA in the GPU game. They're in servers. They're in AI technology. Like, this isn't $100 billion company what it's at right now. This is going to be a three, a four, a $500 billion company in the 2 to 3 year range.
Yeah, I
This is
mean,
the easiest pick of your life.
yeah, honestly, guys, I mean, after this video, just take a look at companies like Nvidia, Intel, check out those market caps, and then come back to AMD and tell me that thing's not underpriced. I mean, let's just get into the next stock here, guys. This is one that we don't hear a lot about, and it's kind of surprising to me because it seems like just an obvious, in your face, future proof stock. Match Group. And most people don't even know what the heck Match Group is, but let me tell you, you ever heard of Tinder? You ever heard of OkCupid? You ever heard of Match.com? You ever heard of Hinge? These are massive dating services, and guess who they're owned by? Match Group. I mean, Sam, just break it down.
Yeah, so Match Group, their whole philosophy is anytime a dating app comes up that's popular, they're buying it, right? They're having a monopoly on every single dating app. They are going to take over everything. Like, you can't get a date with anybody anymore because nobody is talking to people on the streets. You can't go to a club and talk to somebody. You can't go to a bar and talk to somebody because everyone's just on their phones, right? Nobody's communicating anymore. The only way people are dating these days is through dating apps, and it's just to continue that way for the future. They make tons of money, absolutely tons of money off of these apps. Not only that, they sell your data from these apps. Shocker, that's what happens. They sell your data. They're making money from it. They're basically pulling a Facebook and selling your data, making tons of money. Get in on this. It's one of the easiest picks of all time. The revenue and their earnings are just shooting through the roof, and this is going to be a huge company in the next few years.
I mean, we'll bring it round to our next stock, or should I say stocks. We kind of lump these together because, I mean, in a way, they're the same. I mean, guys, it's airlines. I mean, airlines were just an obvious investment after the coronavirus crash. I mean, guys, you really think airlines are going to go away in 2 years? Do you think these companies are going to go bankrupt? Worst case scenario, they get a freaking lovely bailout from the government. I mean, Sam, break it down.
Yeah, so airlines have been crushed, right? And people are thinking that maybe airlines won't come back mainly because of business traveling just ceasing to exist because everyone's going to be talking over Zoom. That's not going to happen. Anybody who works in the corporate atmosphere knows the advantage of in-person, face-to-face communication over like conference calls. Listen, they've had conference calls for decades, right? They don't like them. Nobody likes them. Culturally, people don't use them. The Japanese, you know that like 40% of profits for these airlines, for international airlines, comes from first class international travel from Asia, like Singapore, Japan, okay, and Europe. Those people who work in those atmospheres in Japan, in Singapore, it's culturally important to them to meet face to face. So business traveling isn't going to die. It's the future. It's going to be here forever, basically. And Delta American and United are all easy picks, easy money. They're going to fully recover and probably be greater than ever before.
I mean, guys, we're bringing it to our number one pick. This pick is also close to my heart. It's my number one investment. It's where I've got most of my money in my stocks right now. Let's just hear it. It's Cloudflare. This is an absolute home run pick, guys. Honestly, Cloudflare, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, Sam. I mean, like, we've got a market cap of 20 billion here on arguably one of the most important companies of the 21st century. I mean, just break it down.
Yeah, we have a whole video dedicated to Cloudflare. You can go check it out. But this company is the future. Everybody is reliant on them for data security and website security. And they're just continuing to expand in the cybersecurity field. They are the future. They got a little tiny market cap, 22 billion, and they're going to grow to 200 billion, 300 billion, 500 billion in the future. Maybe not in the next year. They're not going to get to 500 billion. But if you just throw a bunch of money into this right now, in 10 years, you're going to have your retirement nest egg just in net.
Yeah, I mean, I was just talking to a cybersecurity expert yesterday, and they were just telling me this is a great company. This is one of the most important companies for the internet. I mean, this is an angle I didn't even think of, but they said even things like Roombas, your fridge, your microwave, as these things get connected to the internet, for good or for bad, who knows, they're going to need security. And companies like Cloudflare are the people that are offering those sort of like securities to those devices. I mean, this is a great company to pick. I mean, I just love it. I mean, that's really just our top 5 picks, guys. I mean, really, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our Discord. Join the Discord. It's free. We're not going to shill anything to you. Maybe hit the subscribe button, hit that bell, and put a comment down below. We love discussing with you guys. And yeah, that's it. Market Monkey out.